Mexico Residency Requirements, Temporary Resident Visa, Mexico, and much more. Introducing Fernanda. She earned a law degree. She's an immigration attorney here in Mexico. She also has a master's in public administration, and she worked for the government of Mexico for 15 years. Now she has her own private practice. We did this interview and I cut it into little short parts, but in the editing process, I left a lot out, a lot of very important things, visas that can help you that you've never even heard of. Fernanda is very knowledgeable, and she's helped hundreds of my subscribers get their lives in order, and all of her contact information is in the description below. You have to scroll down about 4 or 5 paragraphs. How do I say your last name?
Zabala.
Sabala?
Zabala.
Sabala. 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 So the Z sounds like an S?
Yeah, in Spanish, in Mexican Spanish, the Z sound like S.
Oh.
Zabala.
Okay.
We don't make the difference between Z and S. No, we don't.
Sabala.
Zabala, yes.
Zabala.
Like an S.
Sabala. Fernanda Sabala. Okay. Hello, Fernanda.
Hello. How are you?
Very good. How are you doing today?
I'm so excited.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we are so happy that you could join us today and share some information with us about immigration. What is your profession?
I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
I graduated here in Morelia at law school, but I have a master's degree in public administration.
Okay.
And also I'm an immigration attorney.
Okay. Now we have viewers watching this video from all over the world. Some people in Europe, Canada, United States, Mexico. How can, with your knowledge of the law in Mexico, how can you help these people?
Okay, so in Mexico we have, like every country, we have a law, immigration law, and we have a lot of types of visas where you can apply abroad, like in a Mexican consulate or a Mexican embassy, but also you can apply here once you are just arrived to Mexico. Depends on your immigration status. But you can get, for example, a visa by family union. For example, if you get married with a Mexican, or if you have a son or daughter in Mexico, a Mexican son or daughter, or if you have a job offer, or for example, for humanitarian cases, like asylum or something like that. But mostly of these kind of visas are for people who want to live here. For example, like digital nomads and
digital nomads.
Nomads, yes, right. So yeah, we have a lot of kind of visas. I can help with that applications and all the legal advising you need.
Okay, I got 4 pages of questions. I might not ask them all, but my last question is, on your list of services that you gave me, it says that you can help people with humanitarian visas. What is that? Is that like if you're in a country and you're being persecuted or something like that?
Yeah, actually nowadays we have a lot of countries having issues like violence or war or something like that. People are coming to Mexico to have the Mexican dream. Now we are saying that here in Mexico you can have a great life, but I always say if you go to a country, please ask somebody to help you to apply for a visa, for example, and you can stay here legal.
Okay.
Okay, so humanitarian visas are for people who are persecuted in their countries, and they just are asking to Mexico to come to this community and asking Mexican law to protect their families or themselves.
Okay. So, so I've been in Mexico 20 years, but I'm black, in case you didn't notice, right? And I don't like the way they treat me in the United States. I get scared in the United States. Can I apply for a humanitarian visa because I don't like the way they treat me in the United States?
Yes and no. Okay, so here a very important thing to know. Once you are applying to your humanitarian visa, you have to prove the Mexican government that you are persecuted.
Okay.
It's not like somebody was watching me read or something. No, it's like you know, it's like I have proof, I have papers, I have for example, a police record or something that you can prove to Mexican government that you are persecuted in your own country.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. Now, basically, what types of visas are there? And I know there are probably way more than I can even think of. I can think of 5. I can think of 6. What are the basic visas? You got the tourist visas and then the other visas. What kind of visas are there?
Okay, so the most important or the most common for applications in Mexico are tourist visas, by a visa, by a job offer.
Okay.
Visa because you got married with a Mexican. It's a visa for family union. And a visa for study. You can study here in Mexico if you want to, but you have to apply first in a university or high school or something. They have to give you a letter, an acceptation letter. Is that correct?
Okay.
So you can show that letter in immigration office, or you can show that letter in the Mexican embassy or Mexican consulate abroad, and you are going to show that letter that you want to study here, and you already have the acceptance.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Acceptance in that school or high school or university.
Okay.
You can come here like having this visa, a student visa, but also you can get a student visa, but you have the possibility of working.
Okay.
You know, not only a study, because sometimes people come with a scholarship or something, and sometimes that money is not enough.
Okay.
So you can ask for like a small, sentence in your visa that says that you can work.
Okay.
Not the 40 hours per week, like law says, but you can have a small, like a mid-time job.
Part-time.
Part-time.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so if somebody offers you a job in Mexico, then you can get a visa like that?
Yeah, but that, for example, it's gonna the employer it's going to ask immigration office paperwork called constancia de empleador. It's a letter that says that office or that place you're going to work, they have the permission by immigration to have employees that are from another country.
Oh, okay.
So they have to ask first the permission to immigration office.
Okay. Okay.
And I can do that. I can help with that document.
Okay. Now, what about now those are all visas I've never heard of. Okay. I've heard of the annual visas.
Okay.
Like 1 year, 2 year, permanent. Can you tell us about those a little bit?
Yeah, it's depends how much time you're going to stay here in Mexico.
Okay.
Okay, you can say depends on your nationality. It depends on, because for example, there are places or there are countries like the U.S. that you don't need visa for coming like a tourist. You know.
Okay.
So so you can stay here like maybe half a year without a visa. But for example, there are countries like Colombia that they need a touristic visa. Just for going vacation to Cancun or something, you need a visa. But once you get, for example, a temporary residence visa, you can pay for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. After that time, you can ask for a permanent resident visa.
Okay.
Depends on your immigration status here in Mexico.
Okay. What about the 4-year visa?
The 4-year, depends on it's a temporary visa. It's not, you are not permanent resident. It's because you are going to stay, for example, like studying a PhD, for example.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, now, until maybe 6 months ago, this is a weird visa I've heard of. You could come down on a tourist visa for a week. You let it expire, and then poof, you can get a 4-year visa after that has expired. Have you heard of that?
There are many cases like that, but depends on, once again, your nationality and how you came to this country. In which immigration status are you here in this country? You are in this country.
Okay.
Depends on, there are cases, immigration law in Mexico, it's amazing. It's humongous? Humongous,
Sí.
yeah. Because you have a lot of opportunity to, help people, like trying to get them the right visa or the right immigration status. So you can get a 4-year visa, but once again, depends on the status. Why are you here in Mexico? Are you just for a tourist? Or, for example, we have an investment visa. If you have enough money for having for example, I forgot how they say that in English.
Solvency?
Solvency, yeah.
Okay.
If you have enough solvency, you can get the residence.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me step back a minute. All of these visas, you have your tourist visa, the 1-year visa, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, permanent visas. Are these free?
No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, you have to pay to immigration office.
Okay.
You have to pay. Could be, for example, for 1 year, it's gonna be like maybe 2,000 pesos.
That's $100.
$100,
Okay.
US dollars.
Okay.
But the most expensive, it's of course permanent. It's gonna be like 7,000 pesos. $350.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that expensive. For example, like USCIS fees in the US are so expensive.
Okay.
For getting the green card or the permanent resident in the US is super expensive. It's about like maybe, I don't remember, it's like $900 US.
Okay. Okay.
But here it's not expensive at all. It's not. It is not.
And with, other than the tourist visa, okay, I want to return to the tourist visa in a minute, but for the 1-year through 4-year visa, the permanent visa, don't you have to show a certain amount of income or have a certain amount of money in the bank?
No, depends on. For example, if you get married with a Mexican, if you get married with a Mexican, you like that, you're gonna have the temporary visa, because there in Mexico we are a family country. We love family, so there's a visa for family union.
Okay.
You as a husband of a Mexican, you have the right of living here in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter if you get divorced after that, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
But for example, once you get married, you can have the 2 years temporary visa, and after that you can have the permanent residence.
Okay, now. Okay. So I get a tourist visa. Can I just come down here, meet some Mexican woman and marry her?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and then I can divorce her like a month later and still have my visa?
Yeah, but if you want to renew your temporary visa after 2 years, you have to prove that you are still married. Yeah, because of course there are a lot of people coming to Mexico. They want to get the residence, and they do that. They get married with a Mexican, but the Mexican government say, nah, it's not gonna happen. You have to stay together 2 years, and after that you can get your permanent visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now, when I lived in Puerto Vallarta, I knew many Americans that they'd been in Puerto Vallarta 20 years. They had a tourist visa, and every 6 months they would leave and come back. And they've been doing that for 20 years. I think you can pretty much still do that, but I think it seems like the Mexican government is cracking down on that. Is that what's up with that?
Yeah, I know. This situation started like maybe 1 year, 2 years ago, because we have this immigration problem, and I'm gonna say like this because we are not we are a very welcoming country, but the biggest problem is that there are many countries that or nationalities that we are not asking them for a visa. So for that reason, they can come to our country and stay here.
Who?
Who what?
Who are these countries that don't need a visa to get into Mexico?
The U.S., for example, Canada, for example, Spain, countries like all the European countries, they can come to Mexico without a visa, just the passport.
Oh, for 6 months.
Yeah, for 6 months.
Okay.
But the big problem is that after that you can stay here. We don't have like immigration officers everywhere. We don't have it, and people knows it. So for that reason they stay here. Because why? Where are you going to stay in a country like Mexico? Because you're gonna have a great life. You're gonna have an amazing weather. You're gonna have amazing food. We are good people, and everybody comes to Mexico and gets in love.
Yeah.
So we are in paradise.
Yeah.
We're still living in paradise.
Yes, okay.
So yeah, for that reason, a lot of people come to the country and it stays here. And a lot of, for example, Americans come for the season, for the cold season. They come to the country, they stay here for 6 months, and they go back home. And they are doing this.
Okay.
There is no problem with that.
Okay.
Until today. I don't know tomorrow.
Oh, as of
Could
today,
change.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
could change.
Okay. So what if what if you get a tourist visa for 6 months and just stay?
Nothing. I have to be 100% honest. Nothing. But for example, if you want to have a real job, a legal job, Or if you want to, for example, open a bank account,
Okay.
you are not allowed to because you are a foreigner.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to have a bank account or if you want to get a job,
Uh-huh.
you have to be you have to have a visa
Uh-huh.
by a job offer, or you have to have a temporary visa,
Okay.
because they're gonna give you, after you go to immigration office and they give you the card, you're gonna get the CURP, CURP, and it's this number or this bunch of numbers and letters. We use that for everything in Mexico. It's
Okay.
like like an ID, but it's made with letters and numbers.
Okay.
So once you get that CURP, CURP, you can open a bank account, you can have a job, and that stuff.
Okay. Okay. Now. Okie dokie. Okay, so how long does it take to get the... If I start working with you, how long from today to get a 1-year visa, to get a temporary visa, a 4-year visa, to get a 2-year, a permanent visa, how many days, how many months does that take? And do I have to meet with you, or can we do this over the phone or over the internet? Do people have to be in Morelia to work with you, or can they live anywhere in the world and work with you?
Okay, so the time depends on what kind of visa we are going to ask, and depends on if you already live here in Mexico or if you are living abroad. But once you get my services, it's gonna take us, depends on, between 1 week and 4 weeks. Why? Because, for example, if you got married, you got married with a Mexican who traveled to your country, and that Mexican came with the marriage certificate, and we go to the Mexican Vital records, and we are making we are doing all the legal paperwork. We have to ask to immigration office the permission to you to come to this country, but you have to go to the Mexican embassy, so it takes time. But for example, if you came here, you are illegal here, because in Mexico we don't have illegal people, we have people without papers, that's all. So for that reason I say illegal. But if you are already you are living here in Mexico, you have to pay I don't know how to say in English, multa? An extra
Penalty?
fee? Yeah, penalty.
Okay.
You have to pay a penalty, and then you have to pay the visa fee. That's all. But I can work, actually I work with people from Ecuador, Nigeria, Spain, the US, people who also are living abroad and also living in other places in Mexico, Veracruz, Monterrey, Guadalajara, Cancun, because with the social media and WhatsApp and Zoom and Meet and that stuff, you can work with people living in other countries and other places in Mexico. If they want me to travel to their places and go with them with the immigration office, I can do that. So yeah, but mostly I can work like remote with people.
Remote.
Yeah, remote.
Okay. Okay, now, in the United States and, well, all over the world, they have consulates. And with solvency, it's like, well, how much money do you need to make a month to live in Mexico? How much money do you have to have in the bank to live in Mexico? And from what I'm hearing is that each consulate in the United States, it may be different. Do you work with And I have heard of different immigration attorneys working with different consulates that say Atlanta versus Houston, or I don't know, Boston instead of Los Angeles. Is that true that they all have different structures of solvency?
Not at all.
Oh.
No, for example, if you want to live in Mexico because you have enough solvency, it could be like in US dollars, like between 2,000, 3,000. Because if you convert that in pesos, it's gonna be like 40,000, 60,000 pesos, and that living with that in Mexico, it's a very you're gonna have a very good quality life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that amount of money. The issues with the Mexican consulate, it's not because they are against each other. It's because they have different employers. They work for the Mexican government, but depends of the place they are inside the U.S. They have more applications than others. For example, Atlanta is going to have different application than Los Angeles, for example, Los Angeles. So yeah, it's not that they are they have different laws or different kind of how can I say that, kind of asking different paperwork or application or something. No, it's the same, but they have like, you know, different situations because of the location.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Okay. When somebody gets a visa, let's say they have a 2-year visa or a permanent visa. When somebody gets a visa, a 1-year visa, 2-year visa, permanent visa, do they have to stay in Mexico all the time?
No, you can. You can travel to your country or travel to another country if you want to have a holiday or something. But you cannot stay more than 6 months outside outside Mexico.
Really?
If you have temporary visa, if you have permanent visa, there's no problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, so but if you have a 2-year visa, you can only leave for 6 months. Then you have to come back.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay. Now, I know that there are immigration attorneys like you, and then there are many facilitators, people that did not go to college and get a degree in immigration law. What's the difference between working with you and a facilitator? Do you know more than facilitators? Do you have other powers or something that they don't have?
No, actually don't. There's no difference. The difference could be, you know, the paper that you get in the school. But I know a lot of facilitators.
Facilitators. Yes.
That they have my same knowledge, and sometimes they know more than me.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's the experience you're getting with the time by the years. For example, I worked like 15 years for the Mexican government, so I have a lot of knowledge about the law.
Okay.
You know, and it could be this other kind of persons. They know, for example, somebody who works in immigration office, for example, or they know how to apply for a type of visa. But I have that knowledge, but I also have the knowledge of Mexican law.
Okay.
The experience that gives you all these years.
Okay. Now, when you worked for the Mexican government, was that in the immigration department?
Yeah, I've been not immigration department as you know, the immigration office, but I've been working since 2008 with immigration families with immigrant families in the U.S. because you know we have a lot of Mexicans living in abroad, but mostly in the U.S.
Okay.
But also I was working I worked for 5 years in consular protection here in Morelia. Consular protection.
Okay.
You know, all the issues or problems that Mexicans have abroad, I was like, working with the consulates in China, in the US, in Canada, and that stuff. And that gave me a lot of experience about, for example, the US law or the Japanese law, Chinese law, etc. But my biggest experience it's Mexicans living in the U.S. and foreigners living in Mexico. It's
okay.
it's my knowledge there, and the thing I love. I really enjoy my job.
Okay. Okie dokie. You sent me a list of your services.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I read it, I was thinking, oh, what's this? Okay. But then I went through it again, and things just started talking to me from your list of services. And on your list of services, one thing, I guess I'll ask you two things at once. You do translation services.
Mm-hmm.
Who can benefit? I mean, why does somebody maybe that lives here, their Spanish isn't that good? Is it that complicated in Mexico that they need stuff translated? What kind of stuff do they need translated?
Okay, we need to translate paperwork. Your birth certificate, your marriage certificate. Because if you want, for example, to if you, for example, get married in the U.S. with a Mexican, if you want to come to Mexico, if you want to get notice to the Mexican government that you got married with a Mexican, so you have to bring your American marriage certificate with the apostille.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The apostille, the legal, universal legal. It's like a stamp.
Okay. Okay, now, apostolate.
Apostille.
Okay, now I'm gonna jump in here for the viewer.
Apostle.
Apostle, something like that. You guys can look it up. Oh, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, you
below.
have to ask it for the state department state.
I'm from Ohio. I have an Ohio birth certificate.
Yes.
That only costs $5. If I was in Franklin County, I can order it from Franklin County. They can send it to me. It's like $5. But the apostle version, it's different than my regular birth certificate.
Yeah.
Because it's in Spanish, is it?
No, it's not. It's actually there's a convention.
Okay.
A lot of countries signed in the Netherlands, the NAG. This convention in Spanish is Convención de la Haya. I don't know, even in English could be the Hague Convention. I'm gonna send you so you can put below.
Okay.
But the countries signed that. So once a paper has this stamp, it's like golden stamp.
Oh, okay.
This, for example, this marriage certificate. You can use that in another country.
Okay.
Only if this country signed the Hague Convention. Okay. So once you get this birth certificate, doesn't matter if it's in English, you have to ask the translation from English to Spanish, and then you can go with that papers to vital records here in Mexico, and they going to give you an inscription of that marriage, but in a Mexican format.
Okay.
So you can, with that Mexican format, you can go to immigration office to ask your residence. For that reason, it's important to have documents translated in Spanish.
Okay. Okay, because the last time I did it, it cost like $500. It was expensive.
Yes, it is.
Maybe it was
so expensive.
Maybe it was $250 instead of a regular birth certificate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Also, you're going to need, for example, if you want to get married here in Mexico, you need your birth certificate with that stamp.
Okay.
And translate it into Spanish. So yeah, it's important having translated documents.
Oh, okay. Okay. What about people, and I'm talking about translation services, something that makes me very angry is going to Telcel.
Oh yeah.
Because it's so complicated.
Yeah, Telcel, for your viewers, Telcel is like AT&T, T-Mobile, Vodafone, yeah, whatever.
And their contracts are complicated. Can you help people with those contracts?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, also we can go to immigration office. That's no problem. But also sometimes they ask me to go with them. For example, for getting a Mexican ID, el INE, INE, for going to the passport office, even though they already have, for example, the naturalization letter, but they don't speak enough Spanish for doing, legal purposes. I can go to Telcel if you want to.
Okay. And what about, can you help people that are buying properties? And you get I've seen people buy properties and it's like pages and pages of documents. Can you help these people?
Yes, I have, actually it's not my target, but I have another attorney, another lawyer who works with me, and we can help with that procedures, getting a property here in Mexico, because Mexican constitution say that foreigners cannot have properties in the by the beach or the border. And we have a lot of places in Mexico where foreigners are getting their houses by the beach. It's crazy, but they are, for example, the facilitators.
Facilitators, yes.
Who can do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you as a foreigner, for example, if you want to get a house here in Morelia, you can do that.
Okay.
But you have to ask to the Mexican government the permission for you as a foreigner to get a property here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's you have to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In Spanish is Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores. And you have to ask if you want to do that legally. But if you want to do something different, you can do that. I mean, but don't do that. Don't
do that.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. I think I have like 2 more questions. Yes. Okay. Okay, with all these types of visas, well then, there's always becoming a Mexican citizen. That would mean I would have dual citizenship.
Yeah.
I have a permanent visa. And I mean, I've had a 1-year visa, 2 years visas, now a permanent visa, and I'm good. Okay? what are the benefits of me having a Mexico passport and being a Mexican citizen? And how difficult is it to get that done?
Well, it's difficult for example, for people like you who are not native Spanish speakers, because you are going to apply a test in Spanish. And you have to know how to express like a Mexican. And it's hard because we have a lot of words. And also you have to apply to a cultural test, history, culture. For example, they are questions like, what's a chinampa? You don't know what a chinampa is?
Yeah, it's a fruit that grows out of a tree.
No, a chinampa.
No, I don't know.
Chinampa, and in the time, it's history lessons today. In the time of the Aztecs, they have like holes in the ground with water, and they grow the vegetables around. You know, like small island, and they like how to say it, like a farm, like a water farm.
Okay.
That's a chinampa.
Oh, okay.
So they could ask you that, or they could ask you who was Juan Gabriel, for example.
Juan Gabriel.
Juan Gabriel, a Mexican, a very famous Mexican singer.
Oh.
But also they're gonna ask you which year was the Mexican independence. So you have to study a lot.
Oh, okay.
You have to study all the history and all the geography that we already studied at elementary, middle, high school.
Oh.
It's a lot of information.
Oh, okay.
And also, for example, if you are if you were born in a Spanish native country, you are not going to do a Spanish test, but you have to apply for the geography, history, and culture exam for getting the Mexican nationality. People want to once they have the permanent residence, they want to become Mexicans. Yeah, because it's easier to have a Mexican passport and identify you as a Mexican than identifying you as a foreigner with a resident visa or with a tourist visa or a temporary visa, for example.
Okay.
You're gonna have all the rights and privileges like every Mexican, but the only thing that you cannot be is the president of Mexico. That's all.
Okay.
You can vote. You can go to vote. Vote.
Vote,
Yes. To vote. That's all.
Okay. For taking the test, in the United States, they have all kinds of tests. To be an attorney, you have to be an attorney. You have to pass a test. I don't know, every profession, and then so they have people write books about here's what you need to know, and they give you all these fake questions.
Like the LSATs and that.
Yes.
No, we don't have it. Online you can find like a fake test, but it's not like the LSAT. It's like somebody who already applied to the exam.
Yes.
Wanted to help somebody. You can upload the online the questions, but. You have to read a lot.
Okay.
If you want to become a Mexican after you have the permanent residence, if you want to apply to naturalization, you have to read a lot. You have to study a lot.
Okay. Are there people that will teach you, that will tutor you, are there people that will say, okay, you need to read all of this. Okay, come back to me. Okay, read all of that. Okay, come back. Are there people like that train you or that can help you?
Yes and no. I can help, for example, with with books or links online. You can read this, you can read that. In Mexico, for example, we have in elementary and middle school, we have free books. If you go to school, the government gives you the free books, and those books are online. So you can, you know, you Google it, libros de texto gratuitos. You can Google it, and you can read them.
Books and text free.
Free,
Okay,
yeah, because here in Mexico, the education, you have to go to school. It's mandatory going to school from elementary to high school.
Okay.
So every Mexican has to go to school.
Okay.
So the government gives you free books. for that.
Okay. Okay.
Even it doesn't matter if you go to a public school or a private school, you're gonna have that books. And I think those books are a good place you can study, a good way to study for naturalization exams, because those books are like the base of Mexican education.
Oh, okay. Okay, now, with my United States passport, there are some countries that I cannot visit. I can go to Cuba in certain education programs, but I just can't get an airplane ticket to Cuba. With a Mexican passport, I can go right to Cuba. What other benefits do I get internationally or even in Mexico by having a Mexican passport?
Well, you can, for example, you can travel many countries. Actually, the U.S. asked us for the visa. If you have a Mexican passport, if you want to travel to the U.S., you have to apply for an American visa. So, but for example, you can go to Europe, you can go to Asia. For China, you need you have to apply for a visa if you are Mexican. Some places some countries in Africa, we don't need visa. We have I think we have a very strong passport.
Oh, okay.
For example, for Canada, you have to apply for the ATA if you have an American visa. If you don't have an American visa, you have to ask for a Canadian visa. Where else? You can go to Central America. You can go to all South America.
Okay.
You know, from Venezuela to Argentina, you can go there.
Okay.
There's no problem. You don't need a type of visa.
Okay. 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 Oh. Can you help people from all over the world, or just Americans, renew their U.S. passports? Can you help them with that process?
For the actually for or for having a U.S. passport, you already have to be a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for example, if somebody is a U.S. citizen living in Colombia, I can help them. If there's a U.S. citizen living in China, I can help them. There's no problem.
Renewing their visa.
Yeah, renewing their, only if they have a U.S. embassy or a U.S. consulate in the place where they are living.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now, I got my passport renewed in Chapala, which is near Guadalajara. I got my passport renewed twice while I was here. I went to the U.S. Embassy, I think, or a consulate. A consulate. So wherever there's a consulate, I can get my passport renewed there, correct?
Yeah, you can renew your passport or get a new one. For example, if you lost your passport. In Mexico, we have we have a U.S. consulate, for example, here in San Miguel de Allende.
Yes.
It's about like 4 hours from Morelia, I think.
They don't have one here?
No.
Okay.
We have from another countries like Spain, France, and that stuff. I don't know why we don't have. We have a lot of Americans living here in Morelia
Okay.
and all the state. In Pátzcuaro, for example, we have a lot of Americans living there.
Okay.
I don't know why we don't have American consulate.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. I think I'll cut this part out. I think I've got everything. Okay. Let me ask this. Well, we've talked about a lot. What didn't I ask you that you would like to talk about? Your services, or maybe what is the common questions you get from people about immigration, or common things that you do for people that I didn't ask about?
For example, I can help with child support in the U.S. I can do that.
Really?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. For example, somebody has a kid. It doesn't matter if it's a Mexican kid. It doesn't matter if it's an American kid. It doesn't matter. And for example, the husband or the wife or the father or the mother goes to the U.S. because they want to, or they have another family, or I don't know. They do not provide money to the kid, child support, and they are hiding. They don't want to take the responsibility of raising a child. I can find them. Yeah, I have that ability. We have once again the AG, or the this convention of a lot of countries signed. You can ask for child support abroad if you are living here in Mexico. For example, if my husband or my ex-husband goes to the U.S. and he doesn't want me to help with my child with money, with child support, I can sue him.
Sue him.
Sue him. Yeah,
Yes.
I can sue him. It doesn't matter if I'm here in Mexico. So you can do that. So we have to to make some forms to apply, and we are asking the Mexican government, for example, if he lives in California. We are going to ask to the Mexican consulate, for example, in Los Angeles, to look for searching, for making a search of him, and to notice him in his house, to give a paperwork that you just got sued in Mexico, and you have to pay child support. I can do that.
Ooh.
I can help mothers or fathers.
Okay. Okay. So a woman or man is here in Mexico, and they're not getting their child support, and the person that left is in California, so Mexico can contact the consulate in California, and then can they garnish wages or take away, if that person has a job, can they take their money from working and stuff?
Yeah, because an American judge is going to take the case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not the Mexican consulate is going to take the money. No, the Mexican consulate is gonna tell the father that he has to pay child support. If he doesn't want to, okay, the Mexican government is going to say to the American judge that what's happening. So the American judge is gonna ask the father to give the child support. And you know that in the U.S. it's a felony not paying child support.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, well, and what else did I not ask you?
What else? Let me think. I think could be, for example, I can help with any passports. not
Okay.
only the U.S. passports.
Okay.
Okay, because for example, there are Colombians living here in Mexico. I can help them to renew or to get another Colombian passport.
Okay.
Or Spanish people. It doesn't matter. You know, I can help with passports in general,
Okay.
with visas. For example, I don't only apply for visas for living here in Mexico. I can help with American visas,
Oh.
Canadian visas, for Spain, because they are countries like Latin American countries that they cannot go or travel to Spain without a visa. For example, Ecuador.
Okay.
They have to ask for a visa. It's called Schengen visa. So you, as an Ecuadorian,
Ecuadorian. Yes.
yeah, you have to ask for a visa if you want to travel to Spain. Me as a Mexican, I don't have a problem, but Ecuadorian has to ask for a visa.
As a Mexican, you can just go to Spain without a really?
Yeah. The reason I told you, we have a very powerful passport. Yeah, we can go. We can stay like between 3 months and 6 months, depends on the situation, in Europe with a Mexican passport. We don't need a visa. Only you have to go once to immigration, of course, immigration zone in the airport. But if you want, for example, if you took a flight from Mexico City to Madrid, and then you have to go to immigration, and then once you're in Madrid, you want to go to France, you can take a bus or you can take a train. And you are not going to show your passport again.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, so much stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And I have your Mexican phone number. I have your email address, and I'm going to put all of that information in the description below. And I thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It was super excited.
Oh, okay. Say bye.
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 Call me.
Oh, call me. Very good. Did you like meeting Fernanda? Would you like to set an appointment or do a chat? Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. And if you like the video, click the like button. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's this Saturday. Click the subscribe button and the bell so that you get a notification and you won't miss out on the fun. If you'd like to support the channel, become a member. Click that little join button. For $3 to $10 a month, it's up to you. You can support us for more trips, more interviews, more videos. It's right down below. Join. Thank you, Attorney Fernanda, so much for sharing this information with us today. We have many more videos to come. Click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.